Is I'm too far over here? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Miss Archye.
First thing I'm doing is putting my water on for my spaghetti. And your water for your spaghetti. I'll put some salt, some oil. Water, oil, and salt for your spaghetti. This is the whole sweet spaghetti. So I'm gonna break that up. These are my ingredients that I have for my spaghetti. We're having green beans on the side. But we're using the pasta sauce. I also put a can of V8 in it too. That's me now. Diced tomatoes. I put 2 cans of this. I put them in the food processor. Hit it a couple of times. So my tomatoes would be more like not completely pureed. But you still get some of the chunks of the tomatoes. So I got that setting aside. I got celery, a stalk of celery. I got regular chopped onions. I got salt and pepper mixed together. I got crushed red peppers. That's a teaspoon. I got diced garlic. And I got the breadcrumbs. So I'm gonna start on the spaghetti for my spaghetti. Break my spaghetti up. From cold if you want. You can break them in half. So I'm breaking them in half.
She on there?
That makes it easier to fit the pot.
It's easier to fit in the pot when you're eating it. You won't have that long.
It's
really good for the kids. You know the kids eat noodles. They just suck it up. So it's much easier. And this spaghetti is a pound.
Go back out. Come on, just like you come on.
Each pack is a pound.
Missed what she said.
So I'm using a pack. Sort of like a spaghetti kind of multiplies to me when you look like it just kind of puff up. So I'm using a little over a pack. Just a little over a pack. I'll say a pack and a half. Okay, I'm gonna sit that aside until my water gets to boiling. And I'm gonna start on my ground beef. Well, I'm gonna start on my sauce. I need my sauce to cook. So in the pot. I hope you can see it. I'm not turning the heat up on it very high. I used 2 cans of the diced tomatoes. And I already have some of that in my pot. I'm not gonna put it all in it. For you. And I use 5 cans of the pasta sauce. Because I like a lot of sauce. And I use 1 can of V8. I mix that all together. I'm gonna put a little of my crushed peppers in it. But in that pot, I got celery, onions, garlic, black pepper, And that's all that's in this pot right now. So I'm just gonna let it just kind of simmer for a minute. But in the meantime, I'm gonna mix my meatballs up. And which is ground beef. And just put it in your pan. And I got a pound of ground beef sausage. Mixing that all in my pan. And I think I told you I like a lot of meat. And you can use as much meat as you want, depending on the size of the family that you're serving. So that's my ground beef. I got garlic. I'm gonna put in here. I'm gonna put in crushed peppers. A little salt and pepper. I'm not gonna put all of it in there right now. Onions. I'm not gonna put all the onions in there right now. The celery. I'm not gonna put all the celery in there. I do have some breadcrumbs. I need some in the bottom of the freezer. Give me two. This is my breadcrumbs. I'm gonna use all my breadcrumbs. These are my eggs. I know I originally said 1 egg. I'm gonna do 2 eggs. It's like a lot of meat. I'm doing 2 eggs.
That helps to bind it.
The breadcrumbs and the eggs don't combine. Just don't have to hold together. Just work it up a little bit. Just get all your meat mixed up. And basically, you can add any other kind of. You can add Italian sausages in here. Italian sausage. Add it with your ground beef if you want. And I know I tell you not to do it, but I do it. Just me eating raw meat. It's just to me to test my seasoning. And it tastes good to me. Okay, to start my meatballs, I'm gonna spray my skillet with some non-stick spray. But I'm also gonna use oil in the bottom of my skillet too. I'm not gonna turn it up very high. Make my meatballs. And this is the other thing I was going to tell you about. I saved a little of my crushed tomatoes. I'm putting some crushed tomatoes in my meatballs. And you don't have to do that. That's just me. And then I'll put the rest of it in the pot. That's the two cans of tomatoes that I have. You can make the meatballs as large as you want. I'm not gonna really make them too big. This is the size of my meatballs so far. This is it. I'm gonna drop it right over in the skillet. Try to put them all the same size if you can. You want to go bigger or smaller, that's left up to you. And from what I'm making, I'm doing at least 7 to 8 people.
Try to make all these all at the same time.
Try to make them all the same size if you can. If not, but either a big spoon or a tablespoon, and scoop the meat out like that. It's gonna take you a few minutes. If you could make these meatballs in advance and put them in on the refrigerator if you want. That will save time. And you can have your pasta already cooked if you want. But like I say, my sauce. My water's heating up for my pasta. We're gonna have garlic bread and green beans. If you don't want to, you don't even have to have any vegetables here. It's left up to you. And also your pasta sauce, if you like a chunky pasta sauce, you can grate some carrots up and put in it. You can do make bigger fresh tomatoes, put it in there. If you want to, you can put squash, you can dice it up, or just regular squash. You can put corn in it, but that's just also something else you can put in it. Bell peppers, different colors if you want. Or you can use that rotel mix with the peppers and all of that together in your sauce. That's gonna give you a chunky sauce. Turn this up a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to smell it. Smell good.
And also, you can add other seasonings in your meat. You can use tacos, garlic powder, more regular, fresh garlic, I would say. And you can put, if you want to in the sauce, you can put Tabasco sauce if you like it I say spicy. I'm not too good at spicy food. As the meatball is cooking, pop it down, it slows down a little bit. As you cook your meatballs, you first want it to be brown on both sides.
Come on now. Your mic is on mute. Your video is it's still saying my video don't stop. You talking on the thing.
You also can add more breadcrumbs. If you don't want to do the breadcrumbs, you can do crackers. You do a little flour. It's just going to hold it together more. And then it'll come out apart. Don't worry about it. It's all going in the sauce.
Okay, I just put it on mute.
See my meatballs?
I hear you.
Brown it up really nice.
So Miss Archye ain't talking, right? Yeah, you all in the damn thing here. Well, I just get off of it because I, put it on mute, so ain't nothing else I can do.
It'll kind of burn you on the side there from the flames. This is what takes you a little bit more time making the meatballs. You also can cook your meatballs all at once in the oven. Put them on a cookie sheet in the oven. Cook them all up at once if you want. It's getting there. Just want to start the sauce.
Miss Archye, you got ready to get the travel to Italy. You're not likely to find a dish called spaghetti and meatballs on the menu.
Why?
It's largely known as an Italian dish. Actually didn't originate there. Italy has its own versions of meatballs, but they're different than like they had in the past.
So why did we wind up with meatballs?
But when the immigrants came over to America in 1920, majority of immigrants were extremely impoverished, spending 75% of their income on food when they lived in Italy. Only about 25% in the U.S. became a staple, and families were more frequently on the table.
Okay.
So the Americans started eating Italian dishes. They ended up mixing up the dishes, so it became spaghetti meatballs became an Italian American dish.
And for one thing, basically with spaghetti, you basically can use any kind of meat that you. Like sometime when you're throw a chicken or bacon, or sausage from breakfast, and put them sausages and chop them up, or either put them in a chopper and chop them up. Or cut it up. That's your meat right there. So basically, any kind of meat you can put in there. Mom was telling me about fish. I don't know about fish. That's something. I love fish, but I don't think this fish would be good with me.
Well, in Italy, the meatballs are made with turkey meat, strictly the fish, primarily being ground beef. turkey and fish, and they're using no bigger than the golf ball.
No bigger than a golf ball.
Yeah.
Guys, don't touch the pan. Don't touch the pan. It's hot. Just look at
I'm
it.
gonna take some of these meatballs out and just put them to the side, make up some more. Just gonna set them over here like that. And I'm setting them on the grill. The tire, that's gonna keep them hot.
Smells good.
Turn it down a little bit. And I'm gonna make up some more meatballs. I don't have very many left. And I'm gonna try to keep them about the same size. And if they start falling apart, don't worry about it. It's gonna all go in the sauce. When does my water get the boil, I'm gonna drop my pasta in there.
Speaking of pasta, you know, pasta was first documented in Italy before 595. I was when Marco Polo returned from China. Polo smoked the lasagna, then meant noodles. Described what he had seen. By 1400, it was being produced commercially.
So what's pasta made out of?
Flour, and eggs.
I know the mind wasn't ready for that. Oh, really?
Let me Google that.
Okay, that's the end of my spaghetti. I mean, my meatballs. Okay, my water to get in the bowl. Drop my pasta over in it. I broke my pasta in half. And I will hold it. Whole wheat spaghetti, brown rice, but I will cook it a little bit longer.
Correction. Pasta's made of water and flour.
Okay.
The addition of eggs makes it an egg noodle.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Ramon.
Over. Making sure that they're And when you're doing the meatballs, if you want to, and I want to, put them in your sauce. And that'll help make sure that they are really nice when you're done. Because that sauce is still hot and bubbly and everything. Each time I'm gonna throw the rest of my celery. My little onions. Even though I have this already in my sauce, it's okay. Just let them cook on the side. Only don't just add the flavor to it. Also, I got bay leaf. You can just throw that bay leaf in the sauce.
Make a bowl and break it up.
Leave the whole because later on you can pull it out. For my green beans. For my green beans, I have in this pot. I have butter. I have onions. I have garlic. And I got seasoning. Salt, pepper, crushed pepper. That's what's in here. The way I do, I put the juice off of my green beans, and I let it cook a little while. At least let it get a good boil before I put my beans in. Because really with the beans, especially in the can, the only thing you're doing is just heating them up. So I just pour this juice in there. Just heat it up real good. Then I put my green beans in there just to get the flavor from the onions and stuff. Just don't heat it up. This is your meatballs and stuff. You can see some of them is falling apart, which is okay. There's the spaghetti. I don't want mine to stick, even though the oil is supposed to put sticking and separated. But I stir mine anyway. And don't forget your sauce. Don't want it to get to sticking. This is what the sauce look like. Bay leaf in it. Just your vegetables and stuff in here. Your onions and stuff. Just cooking. With all your seasoning. Okay, let's take the rest of it out. Put it in the pan. And if you had a deep enough, I say like the old time cast iron skillet design. You can all this in one pan. Save all your drippings. And put your pasta sauce and everything in. That's this we've done. Put all of this over in my sauce. All in all. Just pour it into my sauce. here have to wait. You just gonna stir this up. You get all your juices from your meatballs and celery. That's right here. Am I gonna be tasting it? Really tastes good to me. So we just gonna let this simmer for a while. And like I told you earlier, if you want to make it a little spicier, you can always add a little cayenne to it, or you can add crushed peppers or Worcester sauce. Tabasco sauce or any kind of hot sauce. I don't know how you test your spaghetti, but me, it's not tender enough to me yet. You don't want to cook it mushy. Because when you put it into your sauce, you don't have to put it into your sauce. But my spaghetti with my sauce, and you still be cooking a little bit. But if you don't, just don't keep it from being so mushy. Just cook it. I'll say, not quite done. Just don't. You want it tender, but you don't want it falling apart. Tender. I'm gonna give the pasta a little while longer. And also you can look at this sauce and tell it's not real thick. After you put your pasta, in, thicken up a little bit. And also when you cook your pasta, don't rinse your pasta. Because when you rinse, it's more like you having it for a salad. And if you don't rinse it, it's just gonna give you a little more of that starchiness to kind of thicken your sauce up.
Also makes it stick
to your pasta too. And like I was telling you about the green beans, your onions and stuff here, with your butter and stuff, just beginning to really get hot. Just wanted to start boiling. And I can clean this up a little bit. And this is the rest of my salt and pepper if you want to use it later. On your green beans, you can put the salt and pepper in it, but you can heat that up as you go. Even after you can if you think you need more salt, you can add salt and pepper as when you then do it. Also, if you wanted to throw a bay leaf into your green bean juice. Just gonna give it more flavor. Okay, I'm gonna put my meatballs into my sauce. In the meantime, I'm turning the oven on for my garlic bread, and I'm just putting it on something like 300. Just to get it heated up for the garlic bread. Okay, this is my meatballs, my spaghetti. Just gonna put them over in the sauce. And this is where that comes in, where just in case they're not completely through like the sugary, to give them time to finish cooking up. And if you break some of them, that's okay. This is gonna be nice. And meaty. Every time you pick up a spoon of pasta, you're gonna pick up meat. And all your yellow drip is going to your sauce. Just let it continue. You can see all your meatballs, and your sauce, and your sauce inside here. Can you see it? Like I said, it's really nice and neat. Some of them have fell apart, but that's okay. Okay.
Miss Worthily says yummy.
In the meantime, I walk my beans to boil. Turn it down a little, and I'm gonna throw my beans over in there. All you want this to do is just really get heated real good, and get some of that flavor from the onions and stuff all mixed up in it. These green beans and that's in the sauce, pasta sauce, and all the vegetables. Give it out monthly bag fare from 3 Squares. Even the onions, we get the onions from 3 Squares, the garlic, all of that. So the only thing we don't get is the meat. Just have to get your meat together yourself. Checking my pasta again. So almost there. Normally, I think with the regular spaghetti, it would be done.
What are you looking for when you squeeze it?
I just want to make sure that it's tender, not falling apart. I want it to stay together. I just want it to be firm. And like I say, we got to cook it a little bit longer. And this is where you begin to do your garlic bread. And of course, we went to the store to pick up some garlic bread, and we just gonna. I did a green knife. Just gonna take out the pan and put it on my cookie sheet. And you how you gonna toast your bread on paper towel?
I set it up on paper towel. Then I put it in the oven.
Well, I want all my butter. So I want all my garlic. You don't have to use the whole pack. Just pull out as much as you want, and fasten it back up. You put it back in the freezer until you get ready for it. This situation, it's gonna be done.
Yes, it will. Gone with the wind. Gone with the wind.
So this pack had nine slices of garlic bread. All nine of them. Okay. I'm just so like I said, I had to always set on something like 325. I'll put this in the oven. My pasta sauce is still cooking. Almost ready to pour my spaghetti.
Miss Archie. It's worthily says, yeah, it was stirred bread without butter. Just bread.
You can put extra butter on it if you want, or you can just leave it when you buy from the store. You can make your own garlic bread from scratch. You can get the scratch. You can get the garlic toast. Mix up your garlic and your butter. Mix it up together, and you can spread it on the bread for scratch. You toast it in the oven. And also for my breadcrumbs. You can make your own breadcrumbs. And I put mine on cookie sheet. Put it in the oven on something like 350. Let it brown up and get all brown. And I put it in the processor. And just crumble it all up. Just hit it every now and then and crumble it all up. That's your breadcrumbs there. You don't have to buy everything. So that's one way of doing the breadcrumbs. I'm gonna take this pasta and you drain it. Give me a second. Drain this pasta. Be careful. And like I said, don't risk it. Not use the pot. I'm gonna leave the pasta in the sink right now just to let it drain. And like I said, don't rinse your pasta. Don't rinse your pasta. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I say rinse.
That's all about that. You couldn't hear what you said.
And if you want your sauce a little bit thicker, you can do it room. Which is that's the oil and the flour. And just add it to it. Everything is coming together.
All right.
We're almost done. And Ramon is over there burning himself up with the pasta.
Now let it go. That pot is hot. Now we got proof that
Remember we did a pack and a half? This came out pasta. We came out with a lot of pasta. That's a lot of pasta. Really? Yeah. Pound and a half. Really? Depending on how many you're cooking for, you can pack down, or you can add to it. I just have to get my pasta. Like I said, you don't have to put the pasta with your sauce. If you don't want to with meat, put it with it. So just in case it's not as tender as you have, you can let it cook a little bit more in the sauce. Because with that sauce being hot like that, it's still cooking. And you don't have to dim that. Don't want the sauce. This need some extra ice. And they still can put sauce on. And then some people don't like sauce on it anyway. And you might want to add a bigger pot. Just want to make sure it's all coated. And be careful with your pan, because with the fire up on here, it's fire, we can get hot. And you have a lot of sauce. This is sauce.
Garlic toast. There you go.
And you can also a garlic bread, some cornbread. This is good with cornbread. Or crackers. I've had it with crackers too. Ramona, if you would give me one of those bigger pans up there, I can transport this. I also have. I'm gonna take this off and transfer it to a. You know what? Chef, give me a long pan over on the right. I'm gonna transfer this to another pan. And this is also good to freeze. You can put it in a Ziploc or use a plastic container. And cool it down and freeze it. This is my pasta. Be careful. It started out for a little, but it's growing up to be an awful lot. But it won't go to waste. Well, you have to keep on stirring this. You don't want this to get. You don't want this to get start sticking on the bottom.
That's when it starts burning.
So that's what it's constantly stirring. And if you want to do more spaghetti and add it to that too, you can do that too. And to me, this is where your cornbread can come in really handy. You can also use croutons as you can put croutons when you eat it. Use croutons. Garlic bread. Do croutons. I'm gonna turn this off. And I'm just gonna sit it back up there. It's still cooking. My garlic bread is not quite ready. Turn it up to something like 400. It has a really nice taste to it. To me, it's not spicy. Anything is just really good. If you want to, you can add cheese in your sauce. Or when you get ready to, when you put it on your plate, you can sprinkle some cheese over it. I put a little cheese in my sauce. And once you mix this together, you don't casserole. And bubbling it, cooked with cheese. That's good. And that's good. Especially if you're a cheese lover. Okay, Ron, you want to bring the plate?
How can I win a plate?
Still waiting on my garlic bread. Let me see. Okay, you can take it. And like I said on this farm, picking it up. I don't know how you feel about it. You think this is thick enough? And if that's not thick enough to you, got your standby, which is just a rule. It's just flour and oil. Add some to it. Just stir it up. And it's still on the stove, so it's still heat it up. That came out to be an awful lot. And if you can see it, the sauce is a little bit thicker now. See? The sauce is a little bit thicker, which is good. Okay, let me check my bread. Hey, my God, get in there. There you go. Nice and brown. Okay. Can you see my garlic bread? All nice and toasty. I didn't burn it. Okay. Turn this oven on. And we're going to dish this up. The green beans is ready, really. You see my green beans? My green beans. There you go.
What time is that lunch being served?
Turn that off. And I'm gonna dip up some green beans. You can see your onions, your nice and pretty. Pasta. And there's my baby. You can take that out and discard it. We get some meatballs. There you go. Okay, and on the side, sprinkle with a little cheese. As if you want to now. You don't want to overdo it. And you can use some.
Hey everybody, look in your chat box. There's a question in there. First answer get a free delicious spaghetti meatball meal.
This is some green onions that I have garnish. It looks really pretty. And I got a little Parmesan cheese that you can sprinkle over. That's left up to you. Okay. There you go. You can. Well, I'm gonna leave this right here.
I've got one right answer so far in the chat box. Any more answers before we close it up?
You don't have to cut your bread if you don't want to. That's not up to you. But I'm just for presentation. I'm gonna cut it.
Oh, that's good. Yes, indeed.
There you go. There you go. That's nice. Spaghetti and meatball.
Okay, Miss Archye. Ask everybody on Zoom. What did you use to thicken up your sauce? Correct answer is
A roux. The roux was just oil with a little flour. Stir it up and have creamy, no lumps. No water.
Flour and oil.
All right.
All
And
right.
then we'll stick up your sauce. This is my meal. Guys, enjoy.
Right. We got one winner. Miss Lady WJ.
You know what? We get tired Miss Willie all the time. Sometimes I think this is not. She got something going on. Okay. Martin Lamone got something going on. This is not fair. George, where are you? Come on, George. Where are you?
I'm right here.
But this is my meal for today. You guys enjoy. Try it at home.
George. Can we drive up and get a meal?
Did you answer questions?
No, I didn't.
Correctly.
I answered it wrong.
You know you can't.
Well, that's what happens.
It's all good. Some people.
It looks wonderful.
And Miss Archye.
Anyway, I got a little excess. So I always try to make a little extra just in case. So we do have a little extra spaghetti. So like I said, I hope you enjoy.
I'm here about
Between 11:30 and 12. That would be a good time.
Okay.
Don't share this with anybody. This is just for our viewers.
See.
Okay. Gotcha.
They come down here. You know they ain't finna get nothing. Right? Cause now we done ran out. Everybody come running down here. But this is a good meal to do at home. Do it in advance and just heat it up. But it's a really excellent meal and it's good to freeze.
The code word for your dinner is MLK. We're gonna ask you.
And whenever we open up,
Oh, the chat is at the bottom. Yeah. Oh, on your phone. I don't
join with
know.
us. We can all eat. Okay, guys. Maybe next program coming up real soon too. So I'll see you then.
Come to the east side parking lot. Pick up your dinner.
Great day, guys.
Great day. Have a great day.
I'm gonna be there and get my dinner. My lunch. Huh?
I'm waiting for you to take me off. And I keep pictures of all the recipes. Thank you.